You're gonna be live pretty soon, okay, guys?
Oh, they didn't. Vicky was wide-eyed when I told her.
One day, I feel bad Vicky hasn't been in because she knows.
It's been not well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, she had surgery.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, her back,
Oh,
her hip.
And her hip, yeah.
She fell over a dog. She told me. She
That
didn't
was
tell me
right
not
to
to
you.
tell anybody.
that's no fun, back.
Toughie.
Yeah, it looks like it's
She
recording.
loves that
Okay.
dog.
She should,
Yeah,
but sometimes that happens.
yeah.
They get, you
I'm
know,
recording.
possessive of it.
Okay,
Are we
here
running?
go.
I
Almost.
see a red light.
He says, oh, almost. Get me out of it.
Tells me to.
You know Sam, don't you?
He comes down and turns my Wi-Fi on when I can't get
That's
to work,
the,
which is pretty regularly, unfortunately.
there's a delay.
This is all we
of
have,
course.
pretty thin, huh?
Very thin.
Okay.
Just then there's
Yeah.
that. Is it just a box? Okay.
Yeah, do we have copies? And that's, we
Okay.
don't have copies.
This is for today. This is for today.
Yeah. You didn't have any to approve?
They're in here. They're in here?
I was just looking at all that stuff and I don't know what's in there anymore. Because I was talking to you too.
Oh,
I took a Tony's last.
I don't see
You
it.
always do it last anyway.
I do.
I wish Joe and Michelle would come. Because every time I go upstairs, those two are in her room talking, like that outside checking account. I'm trying to get them to close that we were supposed
Okay,
to
Shannon,
do
how's that look for you?
in 2011. Have you heard about that outside checking? Amy drove her Christmas jewelry into that.
Hmm.
And I told her what needed to be done, and I told those other two idiots up there sitting at the round table. Well, they weren't sure. Are we running?
Are we live?
Yeah, you're live. That's recording and so is that.
Okie dokie.
There's gonna be a slight delay on the video.
Say again?
That's live on YouTube right now. There's a delay.
Oh, okay, right on.
All right. I don't have the minutes, so.
What time is it? 10:09?
Yeah, I was late.
All right. There we go.
Well, there's our
Thank you,
minutes.
Rebecca.
You
All
took
right.
it out and put it on the desk.
So,
This is the Portage County Budget Commission. We'll call the meeting to order. Today is October 26th, 10:10 a.m. We're reviewing the minutes from the September 28th meeting.
That's what I was doing when I put them on her desk.
We left them there. Huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve those.
On second.
So we were all present. Yes, okay. Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right. That's the original for signatures.
And there's our stack.
Okay, today we're going to review amended certificate of estimated resources. For various political subdivisions and school districts. Start with the Board of Health. This is an 8th amendment for $218,000 even. The City of Ravenna, 6th Amendment,
You
103.
already did the health department, we did.
We got it right here.
Just the
Okay, that
amended
one's.
certificate. I didn't do the
No, wait a minute.
appropriations yet.
Is there a health department appropriation in there?
Yeah, there is.
No. Okay.
Yeah, this is the
That'll be
amendment.
last.
Okay,
City of Ravenna, $103,560. City of Streetsboro, 8th Amendment, $1,673,000.
We know why the city of Ravenna unappropriated $500,000 in ARPA funds.
What fun?
The American Rescue Fund.
Stimulus money.
I do not.
Decertified it?
Yeah,
And they probably didn't tell us, and I didn't call and ask them.
that's how that works, guys. Yeah, thank you. Okay, just interesting.
Yeah, it is. Wonder if they gave it to them.
We can get it, that's what they're saying.
Maybe.
They're not getting it.
Maybe
You
they
should have
didn't.
by this point, but
Manaway Village, Fifth Amendment, $22,000.
We've got tough as a new fiscal person.
he's been there a couple of years now, right?
I don't know.
Time flies.
Wyndham Village, Second Amendment, $115,330. Shadersville Township, Second Amendment, $295,974.
I miss it all the time too.
We would jam it up with these here, check down there.
That's right. At least in the building, right?
Yeah, we can find everybody, you know, as long as they're here, or we know what they are. If they're not here. Somebody always knows, don't they, Brad? Where you are?
Generally speaking, at least they should.
Britztown Local Schools, First Amendment. Getting these schools now, do you need, is there a separate line for your?
No,
Okay, all right.
no, I've got 5 schools, is it?
And we got two,
That's-
just
I got
Ritztown,
6.
Ritztown and Streetsboro is the only schools.
Yeah, you have a couple more. Have you done the village? No, that's not a school.
Just
You
two.
got villages, 2
I
villages.
did the villages, yeah. those I
Town
did.
and Streetsboro, right?
I don't know how they're doing.
Okay, Ritztown First Amendment, $419,656.
Paperwork. Isn't that wonderful?
Anybody do these electronically in the world? Do you know? Just curious.
Mhm.
Seems like it'd be difficult with signatures required, et cetera, but
Well, you could always use a stamp, but still.
I mean,
Streetsboro City
You can
Schools,
set them up like resolutions or the clerk or whatever signs them all.
Streetsboro City Schools, Third Amendment, $678,993.
The time we tried to eliminate all people, we couldn't, remember?
there was a federal, wasn't there a federal paperwork elimination act thing that ended up making more paperwork?
I
Yeah.
don't know, sometimes you wonder. When you look at how much you spent on people.
Portage County, Ninth Amendment,
I don't suppose any of the commissioners talked to you guys about taking over the airport, have they?
Not recently.
Okay,
no, I have not.
And I don't know that it was them that brought that up actually the last time. I think the airport board came and talked to me at one point.
and did
A
they?
couple of them. It's been a little while though.
Portage County Ninth Amendment, $1,790,784. But the great majority of that is child welfare special levy.
Yep. They do drawdowns on their levies. They try to get money from us too up front. You see the sheriff's donations?
Is that in here?
Mm-hmm. Maybe some thousand, maybe?
Oh, well. We've been working on that.
You know, they sure are.
That's from the fundraiser we had out at Dusty on the building, was that from there?
It has to be from there.
Oh, there you go, 81, yeah, 81.5.
That was a pretty good collection.
A lot of people attended it very well.
I
Very well
didn't go to
attended.
that one.
Okay, that's it for the certificates, or the amended certificates. You want to vote on those? Motion to approve the amended certificates.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
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 Turning now to the Health Department appropriations. I have two requests for amended appropriations. Both submitted on October 20th. Seeking amendment to the 2021 annual appropriations as follows. Increase Fund 8900, $27,000. Increase Fund 8902, $2,000. Increase Fund 8903, $1,000. Increase Fund 8904, $10,100. Increase Fund 8906, $1,300. Increase Fund 8907, $16,800. Transferring funds, Fund 8912 and increasing Fund 8920, $4,949. Go back to the line item transfer 8912. The amount is $159,719. A line item transfer within that fund.
Yeah, you just did the one on the increased funds.
I got a
Before
second.
we've got another one.
Yeah, I got a second one.
Okay, but let's take care of the first one you just did.
Okay, you want to vote on it separate?
Yeah,
All right.
we're supposed to. I'll move.
Janet moves, Brad seconds. Those in favor say aye.
I'm gonna look at it first. Can I look at it?
Oh, I'm
first?
sorry. No.
Thank you.
There's nothing to see now. You gotta read it first and repeat to us what you learned.
No, that's what I meant. I just heard him read it all. So I just, I'm a visual person.
That was
Well,
my mistake. I
visualize all you want.
apologize. I'm getting ahead of myself.
There was quite a line of them, wasn't there?
I almost lost it, but,
That's why I try to look at them ahead of time.
Sure.
Next one's a lot less.
Yeah.
This little math correction here was, is that, did you do that? Yeah. I'm good. We can vote now.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right.
Call the vote.
Sometimes Beth will do it though, too. See, it just depends. Review, you know?
Mhm.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Turning to the second requested amended appropriation for the Health Department. Also submitted on October 20th, 21, increase Fund 8900, $6,365. Increase Fund 8903, $29,989. Increase Fund 8923, $170,269.
We've gotten quite a bit of money from the pandemic. And different things.
Mhm.
What gets me is when they had contracts for people to go out and check and see, you know,
The contact tracing thing.
yes,
Yeah.
they got kicked off of their porches.
Did they?
Yeah,
A lot of you did. Or?
they didn't like it.
At the
A
beginning.
lot
I
of
didn't,
people
but-
left. No,
Huh.
people left, wouldn't do it. Then they hired some
Can't blame
more.
them.
Oh, I mean, the workers wouldn't do it because they were
That's right. They're
Who did
contract
that?
people.
Yeah.
huh,
Can't blame them.
kind of like going door to door campaigning.
Mhm.
You never know.
Yeah,
I always went to high Democratic areas.
sure.
Kathy Chandler's house, all in there, you know, always did. I love talking to the people. They were talking to me.
How many dogs did you get nipped by?
There aren't many dogs in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
No, I did on one over in Wyndham
Yeah,
Village.
I remember that. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
real friendly, and then all of a sudden it turned around and bit me on the leg.
Oh, good. The dogs you don't see that get, I have found. that
Little
get you.
one.
Yeah, little ones. get
Little ones are worse than the big ones.
I see them coming. I move approval of that.
All right,
I'll second.
those in favor say aye.
Aye.
A couple other items I want to go through with the Budget Commission, deal with the current status of the county's certified unappropriated funding. I've asked Rebecca to come in. with some of the-
Rebecca, yeah, we already told you. We didn't tell him.
I can ask Rebecca to come in.
There she is.
There she is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rebecca.
See, they have money certified in a part. Well, they started out with what, 14 million or something?
For the
Now
carryover,
they're down, yeah.
carryover is larger than that. It started at 19 million.
Well, yeah, but we stuck it over from certified unappropriated. We have 750,000 that's never been certified.
In the rainy day fund.
They came from the insurances and stuff.
Well, at least we have the ARPA funds that are still not certified,
What?
right?
Let's go through it,
Correct.
because there's several areas I
Yeah.
want to talk about, and that is the carryover into 2021 that is yet still certified by us, but unappropriated by the commissioners. And that amount is what, Rebecca?
9,899,921.
9.89 million.
You could get away with 9.9. You're joking.
There is still funds in the 0.25% sales tax that expired
Mhm.
that is yet, we have certified, but is yet unappropriated.
Correct,
And what is the amount in that?
1.96.
1.96 million? Um, There's fund in, on a Medicaid, how to characterize it, as a
Stabilization,
stabilization fund, Medicaid stabilization fund,
1.83.
1.83 million. And that again is certified but unappropriated by the commissioners.
Correct.
And
That's special purpose funds though, right?
that's
So
my
it's gotta
next question. Is
be,
it restricted in any fashion?
No, can't we move it?
It was basically to be transferred to the general fund.
oh,
So that, has it been transferred yet though?
Nope.
So it's just sitting there. 1.83 million in Medicaid money that's available to the general fund, let's put it that way, right?
Yes.
So I'm close to $14 million here that they have not yet spent.
What about that other refund from the insurances?
Are you talking about some of the
The money that came back?
workers' comp, when they redo the whole,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
that's not general fund, that's
No.
workers' comp.
And to transfer that would require a court order. right?
Correct,
Right. Okay. Which could be obtained.
correct.
Do you know a number for that or not?
Oh,
It's over $1 million somewhere, I thought.
well, it's
Damn it, I thought I had it turned around here.
1.5, I guess.
1.5 million?
Yeah,
So that is a, workers' comp line. It can only be transferred by seeking a court order. Okay,
There's that money I thought was pretty Glenn stuck aside, but it isn't. Remember I was asking about that back there? Because here's what I got.
I keep hearing that they're wanting to use the Medicaid stabilization for Pretty Glen Dam, but
Okay.
it is not.
1.8, okay.
that's 1.8. It's not been appropriated for that purpose though.
Correct,
It's
it
still-
has not.
It's still
That's where they stuck
available
it.
for appropriation.
Correct.
All right. And the stimulus funds, have we been asked to certify that yet?
No,
And what is the amount?
15.78.
15.78 million?
another tranche expected in the spring.
That's only
Yes.
half of,
Mhm.
okay. And we've not even been asked to certify that yet.
Correct,
So that is available to be certified.
correct.
Right, I think they're uncertain what to do.
Yeah. I
Right.
I'm trying to
understand that.
find a consultant to help them,
Mhm.
so I don't know what they're doing.
Hmm.
Because when they came back from the meeting in Columbus, because Joe, Michelle, and Sabrina went, They couldn't tell me anything about some of the things I'm hearing from other auditors.
Yeah, some of the
They can't
infrastructure
find
that
it.
could be,
Or from the Ohio,
Sewer and water.
the Ohio budget office, or,
Mhm.
I mean, I went to a
It's
conference
the
where they
feds
spoke.
more that's talking than here. And then the feds keep changing their minds. Is what I'm getting to.
yeah, they have to be
IT
careful
stuff,
with that.
it was
I
IT
understand
stuff.
they have to be careful with that, because if they misspend it, it has to be repaid.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I understand their caution with that.
And they
but,
said whatever the feds are doing, it's confusing because they change. Keep changing to other things. So I'm confused because I can't get anything I need to
My
know.
sense of it is it's not that confusing, but that's okay.
I think it's what people are making it.
Right, I think people are thinking.
It's like when we had the CARES money and we wanted to buy a car for the head of the fire department to go back and forth to work. You know, stuff like that. Because I got kind of weird questions.
OMB's got all kinds of cheat sheets, basically, that kind of break down the requirements that are available, so anyway.
Anyway,
Kinda get it.
my point here was to review the fiscal status of the county and the funds available to the commissioners, which they, as we come to the close of 2021, have available to them to expend, and we have certified for them to expend, but
Yes.
they have not yet appropriated it. And the breakdown that Rebecca gave us is just shy of $14 million.
Do you get a feel
And
that they
potentially-
know?
I don't. And that's why I want to make it clear on the record here, and anybody that's watching, we are aware of the funds, and
Potentially 15 and a half if you were to. have
bring the
that
workers' comp money.
money.
Yeah, if you sought the court order, it'd be, yeah, I'm not even
Yeah.
including that. And the court order is fairly easy to obtain. We've done it before.
Okay, that was my next question.
Yeah.
What triggers a court order then?
We've done it
This is a
before.
simple
We
request from the budget commission.
request from the commissioners
Commissioners, yeah.
to the court with some explanation of the need.
Right, so they understand that the budget commission's aware there are funds
Substantial funds,
sitting.
substantial funds available.
How much do they typically, so the certified unappropriated is considered for carryover purposes, right?
That's what we
How much
started
is
with.
considered a healthy carryover? Out of that
Those, the
14,
last
then I
2
guess is what I'm
years, I've
saying.
never
I know it's-
seen in
I know
my
it's been
whole
very
life.
high lately. That's why part of why I'm asking, what is it?
Last 2
Good number.
years are the heaviest I've ever seen.
I'm with Janet. I've been on budget commission for 27
Yes.
years.
I mean, we gotta cover payroll basically is the.
And
thing
sometimes we
say.
couldn't do that on a carryover. There were years when we couldn't carry the first.
Our
Payroll.
carryover's never been that high, ever, in the
So,
last two,
what's the-
until the
what's
last
the-
2 years.
So what's the typical figure then?
Well, maybe 5-6 million.
5, 6?
In a good year.
That's what I guess. What would you, without even looking back? Nothing like we've had.
There were years when it was 2 or 3 million. Our first
Yes.
payroll was under $1 million,
8 was bad and
and
9.
we were worried about covering the first payroll. I mean,
That's
nothing like the,
Well, and those amounts do not include the 750,000 stabilization.
rainy day.
That isn't certified.
We haven't certified it, but they haven't asked for it to be certified.
Right,
so.
well,
I
I
don't
don't
know if they
shouldn't,
know
but
it.
that's part of your carryover question.
That's
and
right.
What's available.
Yeah, that is not included in the numbers I just read.
That was for emergency. That's why it was put there when it
And it
was.
should be there, but I wouldn't quite pour my mouth while we still have that kind of money
Right.
in reserves.
No, but I'd be fair and equitable.
So even charitably assuming that you want a $5 or $6 million carryover, there's significant
We can double
available
that.
funds.
We would double that now with last year's carryover, which is unspent.
Right.
See, last year's higher than this year's. Wasn't
Now
even
this-
this year's higher than last
Let me
year.
touch on the sales tax for this year, which we were pretty generous in certifying. We're plus
3 million over last year,
3 million over last year. So
another 424,000 will be at certification, which will easily get
and that's just through what, September,
October.
through October? So we're going to meet last year's certification and exceed it by $3 million or more in sales tax revenue this year.
The last few months, it's been up again,
Yeah.
which amazes me. Could you guys get it? I give you a copy, don't I?
Yeah, I have the one from September here. I didn't bring up to.
Because Rebecca redoes it every time we get it.
Okay. So we're
I find it amazing,
plus $3,316,000
unless it's. the government money.
over last year. Over $3,316,000 over last year, and last year was a good year.
When you got kids, you get another couple hundred. You know, some of our employees are, and they're not making.
Oh, that's a different, you mean the sales tax piece that people have money to spend. Okay.
Yeah,
So I was looking at it from the perspective of the county government and how a lot of people, and in the ARPA lens, a lot of people are saying they're going to use their ARPA allocation simply on lost revenue. I feel like that's a difficult case to make here, but also we
I
haven't done that
can't
math.
find
So.
that.
Right, and
Yeah.
again, we haven't done the math, so.
That viruses hurt us on revenue.
No, it didn't.
No, but you take 19 as the base year
Right.
and add 4% for each of the years.
Right.
So
There's expected, and that's how the math, but we haven't done that, to my knowledge.
And I don't know what's gonna happen with real property delinquencies either.
You know,
Mr.
they're,
Frazier can tell me.
they're very consistent with where they were. I mean, we haven't seen any
Can you believe it?
significant shift. There's been a little bit of a bump, but nothing serious.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate the input. Any other
Yeah, you need an olive.
business before the Budget Commission? All right,
I'll move to adjourn.
we'll adjourn at 10:33.
10:33.
Thank you very much.
You can shut us off, kiddo.